You finally sit down. The day is over, nothing needs your immediate attention, and instead of feeling relieved, you become restless. Your shoulders remain tense, your breathing stays shallow, you reach for your phone, you check your messages, you remember something you may have forgotten. You feel as if you should still be doing something, or perhaps you experience the opposite. You become heavy, foggy, disconnected, and even a simple task feels difficult to begin. Survival mode does not always look like panic. Sometimes it looks like constant productivity. Sometimes it looks like people-pleasing. Sometimes it looks like irritability, control, procrastination, or emotional numbness. And sometimes it looks like being completely exhausted while still being unable to rest. You may wonder, why can't my body calm down when nothing bad is happening? Why do I still feel threatened when I know I'm safe? And why can slowing down make me feel worse? Your body is not broken. Your nervous system may have learned that staying prepared feels safer than letting go. By the end of the video, you will know how to recognize whether your system is becoming activated or moving toward shutdown. You will also learn how to choose a response that fits the state you're actually in. I call it the 4S survival reset. See, soften, support, step. The goal is not to force your body into calm. The goal is to restore orientation, flexibility, and choice. Protection is not the problem. Your body is designed to protect you. When danger is present, rapid changes can be useful. Your attention narrows, your muscles prepare, your heart rate may increase, rest, digestion, and careful reflection become less important for the moment. Your system prioritizes survival, and that is not a malfunction. It is an intelligent response to threat. The difficulty begins when protection remains active after the immediate danger has passed. Or when an ordinary situation resembles an earlier threat strongly enough that your body prepares before your conscious mind has caught up. A particular tone of voice. Someone become quiet. An unexpected message. A physical sensation. A mistake, delay, a closed door. Your conscious mind may say, this is not the same situation, while your body may already be preparing. Your body can react before your explanation arrives, and that happens often. Your body can respond to familiar patterns before conscious explanations have time to catch up. And that speed can protect you. But it also means that resemblance may sometimes be enough to trigger alarm. A neutral expression may resemble someone's face before they became angry. A request from your manager may resemble earlier criticism. A physical sensation may resemble the beginning of a previous panic attack. A quiet evening may resemble the time when difficult thoughts or memories used to return. This is why understanding alone may not switch the reaction off. You may know exactly where it comes from. You may know that the current person is different. You may know that the sensation is uncomfortable rather than dangerous. And your body may still react. Knowing gives you a map. But the body also learns through experience. Survival mode is not one fixed response. People often use the words fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And these can be useful description, yes. While they are not fixed personality types. They are temporary patterns of protection. Your system may become activated. Your thoughts speed up, your muscles tighten, you feel restless, irritable, urgent, or unable to sit still. You may want to argue, escape, fix everything, or check repeatedly. Or your system may move toward shutdown. You feel heavy, numb, foggy, disconnected. You may know what you need to do and still feel unable to begin. Some people move between both states. They remain tense and productive for hours and then suddenly collapse. After resting briefly, the tension returns. And neither state is a personal failure. And you do not need to label every reaction perfectly. The useful question here is, what is my system doing right now? Because an activated system often needs less speed. A shutdown system may need a little more movement, contact, or stimulation. The same strategy will not fit every state. Regulation does not mean permanent calm. Regulation does not mean remaining peaceful all day long. A flexible nervous system can activate when action is needed. It can settle when rest is appropriate. And it can recover after the situation has passed. The goal is flexibility, not permanent calm. A useful definition is regulation means being able to respond and recover, and you're not trying to eliminate every alarm response. You're helping your system respond more accurately to the present. A short orientation. Notice how your body is meeting this moment. You do not need to relax. You do not need to breathe in a particular way. Simply notice. Do you feel tense? Restless? Heavy? Distant? Or perhaps you notice very little. Whatever happens, it's okay. Now slowly let your eyes move around the room. Find one object close to you and one farther away. And one somewhere between them. Do that. And then notice one sound. You're not trying to prove that everything is safe. You're helping your system gather information about where you are now. Why calm can feel unsafe. Many people assume that everyone naturally wants to relax. But when your system has spent a long time preparing for danger, calm may not immediately feel comforting. It may feel unfamiliar, empty, exposed, or strangely uncomfortable. When activity slows down, you may begin to notice thoughts, sensations, memories, or emotions that were easier to avoid while you were busy. You may also have learned that peaceful moments did not last. Perhaps calm was interrupted by conflict. Perhaps good experiences were followed by disappointment. Perhaps letting your guard down made you vulnerable. Your body may have learned, do not become too comfortable. Something could change. Stay ready. This is why telling yourself to just relax can create even more pressure. Now calm becomes another task. And every remaining system seems to prove that you're failing. Survival mode can hide behind praise behavior. Survival mode can hide between behaviors that other people admire. It can look like overworking. If I stop, something may fall apart. Perfectionism. If I make no mistakes, I cannot be criticized. People pleasing. If everyone is comfortable, I may be safe. Control. If I predict everything, nothing can surprise me. Emotional distance. If I do not need anyone, no one can hurt me. From the outside, these behaviors may look like discipline, reliability, or independence. But the important question is not only, what am I doing? It is, what is this behavior trying to prevent? You may not be moving towards something meaningful. You may be moving away from what you fear while that's not good for you. Why exhaustion does not automatically lead to rest? You may be completely tired and still unable to settle. And that can feel deeply confusing. You think, if I'm this exhausted, why can't I sleep? Why am I still scrolling? Why do I become alert when the day is finally over? Exhaustion and regulation are not the same thing. A body can be depleted and still vigilant. You may have too little energy for daily life and too much internal alarm for restorative rest. And at other times, your system may move toward shutdown. You become still but not restored. Restorative rest usually leaves you more connected. Shutdown may leave you feeling less present, less capable, or farther away from yourself. And this distinction matters. Rest is not only the absence of movement. It also involves enough safety and connection for recovery. The 4S survival reset. When your body feels stuck in protection, remember 4 steps. See, soften, support, step. This is not a test. It does not have to make every symptom disappear. It is a way to interrupt automatic protection and restore a little more choice. Step 1. See. Ask, what is happening in my system right now? Am I activated? Am I moving toward shutdown? Or am I shifting between both? And then ask, what may have contributed to this change? Perhaps it was a message, a conversation, a memory, a physical sensation. Lack of sleep. Too much stimulation or nothing you can clearly identify. You do not need a perfect explanation. Simply name what you notice. Like, my body is preparing. I feel urgency. I feel heavy. I feel far away. This changes your relationship to the experience. Instead of immediately concluding, I'm in danger, you begin to recognize my body is responding as if protection may be needed. You're not dismissing the reaction. You're seeing it more clearly. Step 2. Soften. If turning inwards feel uncomfortable, keep your eyes open and work with the room around you. Soften does not mean relax completely. It means asking, where can I reduce effort by 1%? Choose one small area, like your hands, your jaw, your shoulders, your forehead. Perhaps your fingers can uncurl slightly. Perhaps your tongue you can rest more gently. Perhaps your shoulders can drop a few millimeters. Perhaps your exhale can leave without being pushed. You're not demanding calm. You are offering a small signal like, I do not need maximum effort everywhere right now. And if focusing on your body increases discomfort, return to colors, shape, distance, or sound. Regulation does not have to begin inside the body. Step 3. Support. Ask, what would help me meet this moment? Not, what should I be able to handle? Instead, what support would make this easier? And support may be physical, a chair behind your back, a blanket, a wall to lean against, water, food, movement, less noise. Support may be relational. A calm voice, a trusted person. Sitting near someone without having to explain everything. Support may also be practical. Writing down the next task. Canceling something unnecessary. Getting accurate information. Setting a boundary. Seeking medical or another kind of professional advice. Survival mode often creates the feeling that you must handle everything alone. Support reminds your system that you have more than one option. Step 4. Ask, what is one small action that restores choice? Not the complete solution, not the entire recovery plan. One small step that fits your current capacity. If you activate it, the step may be to reduce speed. Wait before replying. Put the phone down. Walk slowly for 2 minutes. Write the concern on paper. Delay one check. If you're moving toward shutdown, the step may involve gentle activation. Sit upright. Place your feet on the floor. Open the curtains. Drink something. Say one sentence out loud. Complete a task that takes less than 2 minutes. The useful question here is, what is small enough to be possible and meaningful enough to create movement? A small step can remind your nervous system, I'm not completely trapped. A common evening example. Imagine that you have finished a demanding day. You sit on the sofa and there's nothing urgent left to do. But instead of relief, you feel restless. You pick up your phone, you check your messages, then your calendar, then the news. You remember tomorrow's responsibilities. And your body begins preparing again. Use the 4S survival reset. C. My system is still activated. My day has ended, but my body has not shifted yet. Soften. Let your hands rest for a moment. Allow your eyes to move around the room. Support. Reduce one source of stimulation. Lean back. Drink something. Perhaps tell someone, I need a few quiet minutes before we talk. Step. Put the phone out of reach for 5 minutes. Stand by the window. Or walk slowly through the room. The goal is not to make yourself perfectly calm. It is to create a transition. Your body may need help recognizing the demand has changed. New patterns need manageable experiences. Protective behaviors often bring short-term relief. For example, you avoid the conversation, the anxiety decreases, you check again, you feel reassured, you keep working, you feel temporarily in control. Yes, and that relief may teach your system to repeat the same strategy again and again. Recovery does not mean removing every protective response at once. That can create more overwhelm. It means gradually adding new options. Delay one check. Express one small preference. Leave one minor task unfinished. Rest for 5 minutes without demanding that it feel good. Ask for support before reaching complete exhaustion. Your body does not learn safety only from what you tell it. It also learns from what happens when you pause, make a mistake, set a boundary, or allow someone to help. Safety is built through experience. You may be waiting to feel completely safe before doing anything differently. But the feeling may not always come first. Sometimes safety is built through experience. You notice tension without shaming yourself. You asked for support and someone responds. You make a mistake and the world does not collapse. You set a boundary and remain connected to yourself. You feel discomfort and discover that it changes. All those experiences do not teach nothing bad will ever happen. They teach I'm in charge. I can notice. I can respond. I can seek support. I have choices. And that is a more durable kind of safety. Do not turn healing into another survival task. It is easy to approach nervous system recovery with the same pressure that created the exhaustion. You may think, I have to regulate correctly. I should be calmer by now. I need to heal faster. Therefore, now recovery becomes another performance, another reason to monitor yourself, another way to feel behind. If regulation becomes another test you must pass, the pressure continues. Your nervous system does not need perfect technique. It needs repeated experiences of enough support, enough choice, and manageable change. Some days, the 4S survival reset may create a noticeable shift. Other days, it may help you remain present for only 30 seconds. And that still matters. The goal is not to win against your body. The goal is to work with it. Sometimes the environment really is the problem. Not every survival response is only a memory from the past. Sometimes the present environment repeatedly demands protection. You may be living with ongoing conflict, working in an unpredictable environment, facing financial instability, caring for someone without enough support, experiencing repeated boundary violations, or dealing with an unresolved health concern. In these situations, regulation techniques alone are not enough. The question is not, how do I become calm enough to tolerate everything? The question may be, what needs to change so that my body no longer has to carry this alone? You may need clear boundaries, accurate information, medical care, legal advice, social support, credit distance, or a realistic plan for change. Sometimes the body is reacting to an old pattern, and sometimes something in the present generally requires attention. Here's a reminder. Anxiety and prolonged stress can affect the body in many ways. But new, severe, persistent, or unexplained physical symptoms deserve appropriate medical assessment rather than automatic psychological interpretation. Physiological understanding, is it physiological? Psychological understanding and medical care are not opposites. Both can be part of responsible support. They should be. When professional support may help. Professional support may be useful when you remain activated or shut down for long periods. When sleep is repeatedly disrupted. When panic, dissociation, numbness, or constant vigilance interfere with work, relationships, medical care, or everyday activities. It may also help when these patterns are connected with trauma, prolonged stress, and anxiety disorder, obsessive-compulsive patterns, depression, or an unsafe current situation. A qualified mental health professional can help you understand your protective responses and develop approaches that fit your history, needs, and capacity. What I want you to remember: your body is not failing because it struggles to relax. It may be using protection that once made sense. When survival mode appears, remember the 4S survival reset. See what is happening in my system right now? Soften. Where can I produce effort by 1%? Support. What would help me meet this moment? Step. What is one small action that restores choice? Regulation does not mean permanent calm. It means being able to respond, recover, and regain choice. You do not have to fight your body. You can help it discover that protection is no longer the only option available. Subscribe to Help Anxiety for practical guidance on anxiety, trauma, panic, overthinking, and nervous system regulation. And in the next video, we will explore why your nervous system won't let you move on.